As you dream, as you wander through the ages, imagine a time where kings and queens lived in the most beautiful castles. As crazy as it sounds, Chambord was built as a hunting lodge. It was commissioned by Francis I in 1519. And can you believe that he only stayed here about 50 times? The chapel is in fact the largest room in the castle. As it is integrated into the tower, it is virtually unnoticed. The bedchambers are extravagant, as are the gold-leaf decor throughout. This dual spiral staircase was designed by none other than Leonardo da Vinci. So in 1939, because of the war, the Second World War, the Louvre was basically emptied of most of its art and put into crates like these. In fact, there was 2,000 crates, there was 200 truckloads of stuff all brought here. The main gallery, the main hall in the Louvre was emptied. All those paintings were brought here. The sculptures were all brought here. It was a monumental effort. And Chambord was basically the safety location for all of that artwork. With such extreme opulence is extreme waste. All of these carriages were built, and none of them were ever used. The estate was first mentioned in the writings in the 11th century, though the chateau was built in the early 1500s. This is the bridge that spans the River Cher. It was built a little later on in 1556. Many wild boar can be seen roaming around today.
chateaus that we visited had beautiful, fresh flowers throughout. Active chateaus have one thing in common. They often have huge gardens. Chenonceau cultivates many herbs, vegetables, and of course, flowers. As it was my wife's birthday, we celebrated with a bit of French cuisine. Château de Villandré is the last of the great chateaus built along the Loire River during the Renaissance. It was odd for me to find out that this chateau was not built for king or queen, but a finance minister, that of Jean le Breton. One of the things that really stood out to me was the most excellent lighting of the artwork. They really stand out and you appreciate them more. It draws your focus, your attention. In 1906, a Spaniard Joaquin Covallo purchased the property via the fortunes of his American wife, Anne Coleman, heiress to the Coleman fortune. Huge amounts of time and money were expended towards the creation of its legendary gardens. His grandson still owns and manages it today. We heard about this wine cellar that is so big that you tour it by bicycles. We had to go. In fact, all the wine produced here is bubbly. Our guide explained the process of turning and resting each bottle. This is to trap and remove the sediment later on via a fast freezing process. Just 5 minutes away from our accommodations is the mushroom farm housed within the cliffs of Montsoreau. These hanging blocks of hay and organic matter propagate the growth process.